where we have real conversations about love and real life. I am your host, Tony V, and I have my family, my co-host, my main man. What up, baby?
What's happening?
What's up, baby?
What's happening?
About
What's
time.
the word? Everything cool. How about you?
I'm doing good.
All right.
What's that?
That's
The bird shape. Good.
Do it again, baby.
No thank you, no thank
If
you.
y'all don't come on with that handshake,
Exactly.
What up, L Boogie?
El Boogie in the building, y'all. Let's get it. How everybody doing? First of all,
Great.
Good.
let's get it. El Boogie in the building, y'all. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. BG.
BG is in the building also. Yep.
Y'all
With
ain't
my
short
new get at me bag. Get at me bag, girl.
I got something about that because you reminded me of something that I'm gonna say after.
Uh-oh.
MB,
It
what's
better
up?
not be
What's
about
up,
me.
What's up, good looking people out there? We're going to enjoy this thing tonight. Let's get it started.
Let's
All
go.
right, Lady
Started.
T.
Hi people. How you be? Lady T in the house.
She had a little rap, little rhyme.
But it
something going on.
haters. It didn't materialize.
It didn't
Haters.
work out. But I must, before we go into the show, when you remind me of something, you say get out of the bag, girl. So this is a question. This not our question, but we starting off like this. Y'all know that the baddest R&B tour is coming our way.
Yeah, I just
Chris
heard about
Brown
it today.
and Usher on there. But this is my question.
Tickets gonna be high as giraffe ass.
They gonna be high, and I'm going.
I'm going.
But this is my question.
That's going to be a nice show.
So I seen somebody put in the comments, and I want to hear what y'all got to say. The fellas. Somebody said, fellas, y'all better be prepared, because if Usher go get your lady and Chris Brown bring her on stage, she ain't your lady no more. So, we at the show. Would you have a problem with Chris Brown bringing your wife on stage?
Oh, man.
Not me. I wouldn't have a problem. But
bullshit,
it all depends. Listen to me.
He be ready. He
Hey,
be ready to knock him out.
Let
Let
us
us finish.
Let's
Let us
go.
finish. Let us hear this bull.
Let me roll these dice.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
That's BG for BS.
I would say no. I wouldn't have a problem with her going on the stage. I would have a problem if something I don't approve of happened on the stage. I'm gonna be looking up there.
What you gonna do if she?
Okay. Oh, it's like that, right? Okay. All right. Chris Brown, what the hell you looking at me for, man?
That's a tough one, there, Tony B.
MB, what you saying?
No.
You don't want her to go?
You don't want her to go, or you have a problem?
I'm not going to have a problem. She better have that respect and not take her ass up there.
And I can't go,
Yeah.
not go up at all.
She can't even go up there.
Wow.
Oh, you going?
She be up there.
She be left there.
Lady T, are you gonna miss your once in a lifetime opportunity to be on stage with Chris Brown and Usher? Come,
She ain't going.
crickets down there. Right.
She's talking about whatever. She's scared to death to answer that question.
Scared to death to answer that question. You can't get
Whatever.
Shut up.
Nope.
L Boogie. What you say, L Boogie?
I'm with Brother B. I wouldn't have a problem with her. I wouldn't have a problem with her going on stage, but she definitely has to respect what we got going on. It can't be nothing that like we just seen on social media,
Right.
where the young lady went on the stage, her husband in the audience, and she tongued Chris Brown down, and it was more on her. I mean, Chris Brown was just in her face, but she stuck the tongue out. And that's where the respect lies. But I mean,
I wouldn't.
that would be. I mean, that might be something that might go viral going on. Oh no, I see your wife. I mean, I see your wife on. So I mean, as long as she respect the union, respect.
Mm.
Yeah, she can go up there. Keep it respect.
You
And
know-
Chris
you
Brown
know it's
better
gonna be-
respect.
Ain't gonna be no. They gonna bump and grind up there, motherfucker. Y'all already know. They gonna
So
be
what's
bumping
off
and
limits?
grinding.
And then I'm gonna go on some topics. But what would be off
Everything
limits?
that you saw that lady do is
I
off
wouldn't do what
limits.
that lady do.
You're absolutely
I'm
right about that. I mean, That would be off limit.
But y'all
But
do.
well, we know nobody up here ain't gonna tongue kiss no Chris Brown nor Usher. But
what's
you know
wrong
they
with
like
him
to grind
dancing-
on you.
dancing
Is that
with
off
you?
limits?
You
That's
better,
off
Yeah,
limits.
I think that might be
hold 'em
that
back.
might be off limit.
So
That's
what you
off
gonna do?
limit.
Go up there like this?
This what you gonna
You
do?
gonna be up there like this?
Yeah, I
Don't
can't
touch
move.
it.
You might as well not go.
Well, don't go there. Don't take your ass up there.
That's the point I'm saying.
Yeah, nah,
Nope.
that- yeah, that-
You know what I'm saying?
So I just supposed to go up there and just
okay, so this is the counter to you ladies. So if you say you are you won't hear this. Nah, it's about y'all now.
It's not about us.
It's about y'all.
Usher and Chris
And
Brown.
we talking about Usher and Chris Brown. We allow y'all to go up there. What would y'all not? I mean, what would be? Would y'all let him bump the ground on y'all feet? So if he pulled y'all in close and be doing all that, y'all would let him do that.
You already
I
know.
mean, you
They
know,
up
that's
on that
fine.
stage.
I mean, then that's fine.
I'm just messing
I
with
mean,
you. I don't know.
I mean, that's.
I can say what I
listen,
wouldn't do right now.
And like I said,
Who
that's all fine and dandy. You know what I mean? But just know it's gonna be repercussions and consequences.
Y'all not
For
being-
your actions.
Bump and grind.
Right,
For
and
a little-
I don't
okay,
think
so,
that's
okay.
fair because if we get that opportunity, that's like cheating us out of a life changing moment. Like I don't think that's
Well,
right.
that's just like when I was in a club and I saw a young lady who was nice looking. That was she wanted to bump and grind. That was an opportunity.
That's different.
That's
What's the
different.
difference?
That's different.
What's the difference?
It's different.
That's way different.
That ain't no
Well,
damn
I'ma
difference.
say-
That's somebody that you can probably put
Right.
your hands on
Yeah.
Anytime.
You can put your hands
Hey,
on Usher
no, that's a
Chris
little
Brown anytime.
different.
Next topic, because that shit ain't happening.
Yeah, that's a little
That's why I
different.
try to tell you. It better happen.
I know you ain't talking because I ain't gonna say what happened when we went to the damn strip club and I looked and you.
I was looking.
We was side
but
by
that's what I'm
side
saying.
before
That's
I
why-
knew you was up. Hey,
But see, that's why you shouldn't have
I was-
taken him to
Oh, I
no.
ain't
was
got a
looking-
problem. That's what I'm saying. You
No.
So
said-
then why you
I
can't?
was-
Why you
I
saying?
said,
Why
I
you
know
put that
he
in?
not talking about having a problem with it
Right.
when he did
Exactly.
that at the strip club.
But you
I
introduced
didn't.
that.
I
So
I
that-
ain't introduced Daphne.
Yes,
But
you
she
did.
making the well. Why? No, I think
You don't go against the grain because
No,
she
no.
mother
That's
her
not-
me.
I
Come
did-
on now.
that's to me.
I
that's
did
different.
not go up on
You
no
was
stage.
so.
All I was
You
doing
wasn't
was
up
look.
in.
Well, yeah, let's
Well,
this show off.
That's
to
all
me-
I was doing was look.
To me, it's just, if you introduced that, you took him to that spot and you paid for whatever to transpire.
Oh, to
He
me,
gonna
cut
take
the
me
shit.
to the show
I
and
was
pay
ready
for
to say
me
that.
to
Yeah.
experience the
So
the
why
show.
not
Oh, well, if
experience
you gonna put it in them terms, okay, I don't have a problem with that. Take me to the show and big and let me experience. These are my confessions. Ah,
Oh, right. Yeah,
okay,
wow,
go.
All right,
That's a
okay,
good one though. That was good. That was good. We could go on with this one.
Nah, no can't.
But you scared.
Man, I ain't listen.
Yeah.
I
ain't
want
thinking
some
about
good
them
seats,
anyway,
so
so.
We might get an opportunity.
Well, I'm saying because you know Usher, he give you the strawberries
And feed 'em
and
to
I
you.
mean the cherries
Yeah,
and
is that
dipping.
off
Well, you know what?
limits?
My
I-
wife
Feed me
allergic
a
to all
strawberry.
that. My wife allergic to cherries, strawberries, all that stuff.
Feed me a pineapple. Baby.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good show though.
And I like strawberries and
way.
whipped cream.
I
like
love strawberries. I got a
shortcake.
tattoo on my leg.
I got cherries on mine. So I love me a cherry.
All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready?
That ain't so too
Y'all,
good.
y'all ready?
And it's just the singing and the feeding and okay.
And her mouth is just open and she taking it in.
Wow. You heard how that sound? The mouth is just an open and then taking it in. Wow.
So what would you do if Usher and Chris Brown got you up there and
both
and
of
you
'em.
just right
From
there?
both
Do
sides.
I think I would
And
have
they
to say,
sandwich you.
"Oh, wait a minute, to Tony being bad girl, get on up here."
You be up there by yourself.
I gotta get my sisters up here. Get this mom. All right, come on. I'm I'm dreaming
snap.
too much about it. It might really happen if I speak it into existence, though.
That's anything.
All right, y'all ready?
We
Y'all
ready. Let's go.
Okay,
Let's
I'm
go.
get right. Hand it off to you. Let's go.
Okay, thank you. Everybody, we all know women are very forgiving when it comes to certain situations. Brothers, why aren't men as forgiving as women?
That's a good topic.
I'm going to start.
Yes.
I'm going to say because women are more emotional than men.
When it comes to forgiving,
And just in general, women are more. They were made to be nurturers and all of that good stuff, and so they just that's what they do. We not built like that. We not built like that. They more emotional. So
It's more of an ego thing for men. You know, that's why ego, whatever.
Ego.
Ego.
Don't y'all do it. It's ego.
I thought he said
Ego.
evil.
I thought he said
No, not evil.
No, at
ego.
first he said
Ego.
but
It's
Okay.
the ego thing, because you know you a man and you feel like, man, somebody disrespect you, and it could be something that you could really forgive them, but you hold it in because it's like you feel like you weak upon with something
I
like that.
apologize. I left something off. Why are men not as forgiving when it comes to infidelity? My bad.
Okay,
My bad.
okay.
My bad. Yeah. Why?
It still comes to
Can
the
I?
ego
Can I?
thing. Still
Can
come to the same thing. Because somebody, you know, they test something that you feel like belong to you.
No, I want to respond
and
to.
huh?
No, I just wanted to respond to.
Yeah,
We're
we gonna hear
gonna
from
let
the
y'all,
women.
but
We gonna hear
but that's
from the women
the
too.
same thing though, and you just feel like she nasty now. Like, oh, she nasty. Oh, she done did this with this. Oh my goodness.
And so that's why a man
Yeah,
can't
man,
forgive.
yeah, it's hard. And then a lot of them keep that thought in their head, like, oh, she done did this with this mug, man.
But why?
and,
Why
you
is
know,
it remain in your head?
Even if because it's
Because-
infidelity versus someone else. What about the people that your partner, your spouse have been with before you, and it wasn't a form of cheating? What makes that situation any different?
what you
But
mean?
that's not something that you need
that's
to
not
forgive.
infidelity. Yeah.
But I'm just saying when he says just you done been with that person and it's just so
But
because
nasty.
you broke,
when he
you-
put it
you-
on them terms, I'm
Because
just
you broke a trust. Now I'm contradicting myself now. You kind of broke a trust thing with us once we feel like, oh man, you know, this mine, you shouldn't do that. That's just how we are how wired.
And neither should you.
We and then it come with a lot of jealousy though too. Like,
So-
you know?
Right, so that means that women are not more emotional.
That part
than
right
that's
there.
Men more emotional.
That's exactly
When
Can't
it come
forgive.
when it come to certain things, we are.
Yeah,
When
and
it comes to certain
that was
things.
what I wanted to respond to him
Yeah.
when he said that women are more emotional. Yes, we are nurturers, but you guys are more emotional, honestly,
When
than
it comes
we
to
are.
certain things.
Well, no, period.
No, when it comes to
Period.
certain
You guys
things.
are more emotional because you can't let those, like you said, it just in your mind is just going and going and going. We can get over things. We learn how to get over them. We forget. We don't ever forget. But it's not something that we're
forgive.
gonna keep hashing upon, or we just that image in our head. I just can't. No, it's something wrong. But my question is, again, you say you stepped out on something that was sacred, but we just said if a man does it, a woman is able to move on, forgive.
Cause y'all wired different than us, you know.
but that don't make it
Hold on,
okay.
let her
But
finish,
and I
let
think
her
we
finish.
talk.
Hold on, this is good.
Y'all wired
I also
different than
think
us.
you might be talking about
They love it,
the
but it's
average because because you may have some men that are forgiving. I mean, I think majority probably won't, but it's a lot of men that's forgiving.
It's not all of them.
you
It's
know,
not all, but he said
and
why
you have
is
a
it
lot
that
of women
most
that just the same way. You
Yeah.
have women that are wired just like men. You cheat one time, is no going back from that.
Yeah.
You know, so it
think
just
the
Go both
question was-
ways.
That's
Go both
true.
ways.
think that-
But you know, like I said, women are more forgiving, and it don't even have to be infidelity. Sometimes you could forget to do something, and she might, you know what? I ain't even gonna argue with you. Let's just go ahead and get it done.
I don't know about that. But
Sometimes, sometimes. But I'm saying, I would agree when it comes to men being a little bit more emotional than women, because you look at it, women can take things. They might sit down and be quiet, and the next day they find they don't want to talk about it. It's done. A man will crash out, lose his life, lose his freedom, and all that he worked for or whatever, and go sit in the jail 25, 35 years because it's emotion.
Yeah.
We
That's
just had
true.
we just had an incident just recently in the news about that very same thing. You know, you're gonna take somebody's life because this woman stepped out on you with somebody else, and you're gonna go take that person's life and your own. Like, is it?
Yeah, I seen that on the news.
Like, really?
I seen that.
Well, I guess I'm wrong.
Go figure.
Like, yeah, y'all, you guys are very emotional when it comes to
Certain
those
things,
things.
yeah.
There's some things, you're not gonna pour your emotions into, and I think we talked about that in another season about not being able to be emotional when it comes to your children and some of those things. But when it comes to your woman and them stepping, you guys are very
Lose
emotional.
your mind.
Yeah, yes.
Well, I don't know if it's the age, but shit, goddamn, I be driving, listening to stuff, I be crying and shit. I'm like, God damn, what's going on with me, man? No, boy, I could be just.
Anytime you hear something on the radio, a song.
If I hear, my thing
He's
when
getting
I
in
go,
touch with his inner self.
basically,
love it.
when I go to
Yes.
work, I don't really listen to the radio. I thoughts, I talk all day long. Mother might think I'm crazy, think I'm talking to myself, but certain things hit me.
You
I
be
get
moving your
emotion.
lips.
I be sometimes I
So
had them
you-
conversations, man.
So you
So
agree?
that
You
emotion
think so?
coming
You
out,
think
huh?
men are more emotional than women?
Yeah, we are. We are.
We're two against one.
I think some men. I think some men that's reached a point. Hold up. When it comes to infidelity, they are. But when going a step further to what Mike is talking about being in touch with your feelings,
Yeah.
all I'm not there.
Oh yeah. I
All
agree.
men not there. You more
I
evolved.
agree.
Yeah.
So and that's what I was
saying
getting
that.
ready to say. That's
Yeah.
commendable because
Yeah.
it was like pulling teeth for him to even have a open conversation with somebody that you didn't know. You know, and I guess it do come with maturity and getting wiser in life, and you know, life and for you. So that's kudos to you.
Yeah, because a lot of men not going. They not there. So
that's
I love it. I like that.
that's what it boils down to. Men aren't as forgiving because we're emotional.
When it comes to
Yeah.
infidelity, and Mike MB brought up a good point when he said that you feel like something is yours or belongs to you. I think a lot of men feel like that, and that's why they can't get past the infidelity.
This is my property.
Yeah.
And right.
What Jay-Z say? You don't get a nigga back like that. You don't-
It's my
Yeah.
property.
yeah.
Somebody
We can't get probably like Brother MB said. You can't get that visual out your head.
You can if you want.
right.
Yeah.
The same way women do.
Right.
Yeah.
You just not putting your mind to
Yeah.
it.
You don't want to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, man, I need y'all to start speaking at these prisons and tell some of these guys when they get out, don't do that same thing that got you back here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
stop
Don't
being
do it
so
to go there.
emotional.
Period.
Yeah, stop being so emotional. Don't let your emotions carry you to a place that you don't want to be.
Right.
All right?
Before we go, but I want men to be emotional. I just want them to be able to process their emotions more effectively.
Appropriately.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
where the issues
yeah.
come because they don't know how to do that.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
All right.
But that's
Okay.
it for
Yeah,
us.
that's good. Yeah, that's
All
good.
right.
Who next? Who next?
It's on us or the
I don't know. You want us
What
to
you
go?
got? What
with
you got? Lady T.
Let me pull it out. Let me see.
You can put on your paper like a school.
So, a question we have for the panel: can you enjoy good experiences if you never had experienced any bad experiences in life to compare them to?
Say
You
that
said
one
it,
more
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Can you?
Can you enjoy good experiences if you've never had bad experiences to compare them to?
I would say yes, right? Yes, I can enjoy good experiences. I think that having a bad experience would make me appreciate that good experience more, have a better appreciation for it. But of course, I can enjoy good experiences. That's what we live for, right? So, yeah, I think that you could.
Yeah, because you don't know, you don't have anything to compare it to. So I'm gonna enjoy this, and until I get something better or worse, then I can be like, oh, make that distinction. But I'm going to enjoy that moment while I'm in it.
Right.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna have great experiences. That's just like if you've never been in the rain before, you only experience the sunshine. So when you finally get some rain, what you gonna do? Be sad, jump around, or get an umbrella?
You gonna get that umbrella.
I mean, I'm just posing.
and you'll be able to at that
Walk
point
through
you
the
will
rain.
be able to compare.
Yeah.
But yeah, I won't stop enjoying.
Well, I think too, not disagreeing with you guys, because everybody's entitled to their opinion, but you do have the mind of others that feel like they have themselves in sort of like a pity party type mindset. They look at life and they look at all of the downfalls, all of the negatives, and say, well, if I didn't have this, or like if I don't have certain things to compare it to, then I can't enjoy it. And I say that to say, like, you look at people and some people say, well, you can't tell me how to be a mother if you haven't experienced being a mother. You can't tell me how to be a father if you haven't experienced being a father. Although that's a good experience for me, but just because I have had it, that doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It doesn't mean that I can't compare it to a bad experience, because I look at it as being good or great. Some people feel like you can't talk to them or you can't share knowledge if you're not.
That's to me that's a little different. Like,
but some people look at being a parent as a great experience. Some people look at it as being
But your question was, can you enjoy a good experience without having had a bad experience to compare it with? Like, I'm sorry, but
you ain't got to apologize, because
to me, that example of that doesn't
you could
really
enjoy, but can you really really honest enjoy a good experience?
Absolutely. If I
listen
go
what I'm
out here,
saying.
they won't. When they feel
I'm-
like they oppose
listen
something,
what
they
I'm-
don't want to hear
listen what I'm
nothing you
saying.
got to say.
I'm trying.
Say like if you say if you had a, let me see, I'm trying to brainstorm with something that's bad.
What, Mike?
We haven't had a bad experience.
He down there whispering. What you say, Mike?
He trying to
I was
think of something.
brainstorming
He
about
trying to
something.
think of something to go along
They're
with.
trying to
You know what? I'm sorry, but I'm just.
Maybe LB
No, listen,
got it.
listen,
That's what LB
listen,
got to say.
listen to the question, and you gotta break it down and think through the question.
I'm
Right?
trying to.
LB, what you got for us? I mean, you want to respond to that?
He don't have anything. I'm just saying.
See, y'all gotta think outside that.
I'm
box.
trying to think
Y'all
outside
gotta
that box.
think outside
I'm
the box.
trying
Well,
to,
give
but
us
the
an example.
example that you just
Not that
gave
what you-
about
yeah, that ain't
not
good.
being a parent and not being able to speak on something like that.
Who makes that decision that it ain't a good
Well,
one?
it wasn't a good one for me to understand it. So you have anything else? so I can try to understand it better.
If you have only good experiences, right? How can you say that they're so good if you don't know what a bad experience consists of? If you basically in everybody, I could sit here and say, for me, something was a bad experience where it may not be a bad experience for you. I could say something for me was a good experience and it may not have been a good experience for you. So the who makes a determination of it being good or bad? How can you just say it's good regardless
if you
of
have not
whatever.
experienced.
If you have in your mind that it's just good from the beginning, if you don't, how do you make that determination that it's good or bad? Who
I got
says
one.
that?
I
Hold
got
on,
one.
I
I mean,
got
who
one.
makes that rule?
Can that kind of piggyback off a conversation we just recently had about childhood? When I said I didn't
Yeah,
have a
I was
bad
just
childhood.
I was just about to go
Isn't-
back on
isn't
that.
that kinda-
I was about
Yes.
to. Okay,
That's yeah.
say I'm.
But I didn't. So I can't. And you was trying to beat it out of me that I you know what I mean. So now really the question you're kind of now I'm trying to. It's kind of contradictory.
I'm about to give y'all.
It's
I'm
not
gonna give y'all one
contradicting. It's-
I'm talking
example,
about-
right?
Let him. Can
let me
I,
get- let me
yeah,
get
let
this
him
one
give us an
example.
example so I can.
You know how we grew
Relate.
up, right? You know how we grew up, right? A lot of us would say this a bad experience, right? We would say, man, I'm telling you, we growing up, it was bad, man. I'm telling you, man, you don't understand. Like our kids have not seen what we seen growing up. So they got a good experience, right? So they gonna, oh, it's good, but for them to really appreciate it, if you take them back and let them see, man, look, this is how it was growing up. This is what you gotta deal with on a day-to-day thing. You see what I'm saying?
But isn't that what?
So they enjoy. These kids enjoying life right now.
Absolutely. So
because they don't understand.
If I don't have a bad experience, it doesn't mean that I can't have a good experience just
I'm not
because
saying you can't.
just because I haven't experienced a bad experience. That was the question. So of course, like I said, and you kind of piggyback on that when you said it makes you, if you have a bad experience, then it makes you appreciate the good experiences that you have even more. But to say that you can't have a good experience if you've never had a bad experience, like
Can you enjoy good experiences if you've never
or
had-
enjoy them, not have one, but
enjoy.
enjoy.
Well, I'm just
Absolutely.
saying. So repeat what I said when I read what I read.
It don't make sense.
It does.
Explain that question.
It all goes back into.
I
and
want to know what the audience going.
I'm curious to know
I
what they
would.
have to
Because
say
I
too,
would.
because again,
because I try to break it down. I'm telling you, these kids live in a good experience. They never.
But not
had
everything
nothing.
about their life is good. You know, so
but y'all contradict yourself because you just said, and I don't know if it was on camera or if it was a sidebar in regards to your child feeling like there was an example that he gave. He has had all good experiences when it
But
comes
that's
to.
our opinion.
But
His experience is something different.
but this is what I'm saying. How can you identify? Okay, let's leave it be.
So you remember
Because
we talked
again,
about-
what they do is if them two right there don't agree on something together, then everybody else got to be on that boat. Nobody else got a mind of their own. Nobody else can think on their own. You see how they do me. So go on to the next. Who's the next couple? Go on down there.
We can go to
had
that.
enough.
We would like for the
I
audience
wanna
to
know.
come back
Like, what
and see and let us know how they feel about
Thank
this.
you, please.
please, I
We
mean,
really would like to
and
know.
I can, I can own it if somebody can. Maybe somebody else can give me an example and bring it home what it is
I
that you're.
tried to.
No, but it didn't work for me. I didn't get it.
She's stuck on first base.
They see how they do. Don't waste.
I'm just
I
saying
know.
it's.
I can't get it. I'm sorry.
We
It's
need
okay.
some feedback on this.
Which way the-
Go on next to the. Let them go to
right
their
now,
question. MB.
yeah, I had bad experience, but right now where I'm at, oh man, I really understand it and I appreciate it now.
You
see
appreciate
I'm
what,
saying?
the good or the bad?
The good. I appreciate the good. I appreciate both of them.
I do
It's
too.
flying over
The
their
bad
head,
and
MB.
good.
I do
It's
too.
flying over their head.
I know.
I do too. I do.
Do you understand what
I
the
do
question is,
too.
or you confused as well?
I do
I've
too.
had good experiences and I've had bad experiences, but the good experiences outweigh the bad experiences.
Right.
Okay.
Feel
What
me?
do that have to do with the question?
I mean,
I understand what she's saying. I'm just saying I've had good experiences. I've had bad experiences, but I'm going to enjoy all the good. The hell with the bad. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
not what the
But
question was.
but the
Can
question
you
was,
have-
I
can
wa-
you?
well,
The
I-
question
I
was,
probably
can you
don't-
enjoy the good
Without
without
bad.
having had a bad experience?
Yes,
Absolutely.
Yes. You can enjoy
Absolutely.
the good. Who want to have a bad experience?
But you gotta, first of all, he is his own individual. And when he just said what he said originally, that should have been received and respected. Nobody should be coming and drilling it out of you
Nobody-
Trying to make him
to make
change.
you change. And as he did, he was coerced to the point where he
No,
said,
I
you
wasn't.
know what?
Well, I'm not
And
trying.
also,
I'm
Yeah.
not trying to change anybody.
We
I'm
all
just trying
entitled to our
understand
opinion.
what the
and then
and
also,
I'm not trying to change your mind.
real
I'm
quick,
just trying to understand. What,
before we move on, I also think you can probably enjoy the bad once you have worse.
thank you, Alfred.
Oh man.
You don't know what's bad till you had it bad. Babe, come on.
Oh, thank you. Don't not get on the banana boat. Thank you.
That's
So
the bad.
that was
the
for them.
worst. But
The
It's
good,
worse
the
than
bad,
that.
the ugly.
it's
I'm
worse
just
than the
like,
good.
This experience. I need to one. I don't want to have no more.
You got the good, the
But that's what I'm
bad.
saying. They terrible. You can't, if nobody on a boat, nobody got a brain.
oh God, I need to.
That man, everybody up here got their own opinion. And them two gonna beat you up because you said something different from
DG,
them.
come on, baby, with the
Go
question.
ask y'all a question.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. I hope my
That
mascara's
was a
not
good one
running.
right there.
Y'all people crazy up here.
So, so this should be an easy one.
We now really.
No, it's nothing to. That's not a. That's not a. That wasn't anything.
Not that
Towards
yours was
you all.
hard or bad
I'm
or
just saying.
good and bad.
I'm just saying. Period. This should just be an easy one. You done made me forget what I wanted to say. So, should your spouse or your significant other, because some of us are married, but should they be your safe space at all times? And that can mean a lot of things, but should that person be your safe space at all times?
At all times.
I
Yes,
say yes.
I agree. At all
I
times.
say yes.
say yes.
Why?
I'm gonna say no, but
You don't-
It's
you
not,
don't-
it's not
Okay.
your turn, honey.
Wait, he can
No, I
start.
want-
He said
no.
no.
No. Let him go.
No,
since he
no,
said no.
this is for the panel first.
Yeah.
And then-
Okay, well,
Why you say that they should be?
I signed up for that, and that's what I have to do. It says to honor, respect, and protect.
I don't think the Bible say that. But that's
See,
good.
y'all.
It did say
Oh,
that.
they in red form tonight,
It did
man.
say that.
Oh,
Yeah. No, I added that part, but
it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I know.
It's okay.
I know, but listen. In today's world where we at right now, it is not safe for a woman to be anywhere by herself sometimes.
I don't think.
She said protection, right?
No.
read the
you
question. Read the question again, B.
I
because
said, should your spouse
Y'all turn.
or significant other be your safe
Yeah,
space
be your safe space.
at all
Yes.
times?
Yes,
And I
yes.
say yes. I
say
heard the
yes.
question the first time.
say
Okay,
yes.
And I agree.
okay. Look, you want to?
so it sounds like
I
everybody
start
saying
off-
yes.
Okay,
You said
so
no.
yes, no,
I said no.
no. So let's hear. B,
I
you
still
wanna
feel that
you
way.
want us to come back where you rethink,
wanna keep
or you want to
Yeah,
keep?
I'm gonna come back to me.
Okay.
Let me read
All right.
that.
So MB,
I
what?
say yes because you able to just relieve and let everything go. You put your guard down because you in that safe space. When you're not, you got your guard up. You can't really have conversation with certain people. You always gotta have your guard up. But when you get there with your spouse, significant other, that's your safe space. So you can sit down. You can relax because when you're not in your safe space, you don't relax. You always alert everything. Because when I get home, that's my safe space. I'm relaxed. The world is behind me now. I'm in the safe space right now. I ain't got to worry about nobody judging me. I ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm in my safe space. So that should be your safe space.
And I agree. I agree with him wholeheartedly. And I feel like, again, I agree only because, just to piggyback off MB, yes, when you with your person, it's a form of getting naked, without physically getting naked. You can give the ugly cry. And, you can get a happy, happiness that you have within yourself. You can be transparent. You can just let loose and be your authentic self. Because a lot of people that is walking around, they don't know how to articulate how they really feel about a situation, because they worry about what people got to say. They worry about, oh, am I gonna be laughed at, or am I gonna be looked at funny because I feel a certain type of way. So I do feel like it is your safe haven. It's like, yeah.
Or if you look a certain kind of way.
Or if you look a certain type of way. So body shaming. You know what I'm saying? When you with your person, I mean, I don't know about the other two because they seem like they in Mars tonight. I know that we all don't. What people would consider to be a 10 out here when it comes to body wise. It's like you have this mindset. Society has conditioned women to feel like you gotta have a big butt and big boobs and a flat stomach, and you gotta have this long hair and the lashes and the pretty skin and all of these fake enhancements, right? When you with your person, you got your boobs sagging, you got your stomach loose, so you can be who you are and be good. And I just feel like that, yeah.
Might pass gas around and
exactly.
everything. So,
I do feel like that, yeah.
At all times.
At all times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even without the people that there are things that I may that he know about me that you all don't know about me.
Right.
So again, that's all times.
I know everything. So I'm just.
That's all time. So I mean,
Okay.
so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I think you should be able to unwind all the way with your person all the time, whether it be a hard day or a good day. At the end of the day, you should be able to talk to your person about anything. You should be able to, just be your authentic self, as Ty said, with your person. Unwind all the way with your person. Eat, sleep, drink, whatever y'all may do. That's your person. Be right there in it. All right.
Okay.
So I'm thinking everything y'all said, I agree wholeheartedly.
I think we might be on the same page. Look, I think we may be on the same. But go ahead. I'm messing with her.
It takes what we just said. It takes time to get there, because being completely vulnerable like that with somebody, to tell them everything, to be authentic, to really just share who you are, it takes a lot, and sometimes it takes people years to get there. So, yes, in an ideal world, your spouse should be your safe space. You should be your home. I call BB home. No matter where we are in this world, if he with me, I'm home. That's my safe spot. But it wasn't always like that. Right. We grew to that over the years when I was able to open up and share things with him that I had never shared with anybody, to your point. So I think, yes, I agree. That's why I say I agree with everything you guys said. I just think that it takes time to get to that point.
Okay.
So that's a yes for you.
All right. Let's hear what. Let's hear what.
So should I go before
Yes.
you go?
Yeah, that's fine.
Since I'm the only one on the panel that said no. I mean, I guess the question could be a little tricky because, of course, my wife is my safe space. But what happens when she's the problem with my safe space? So how would she still be my safe space if she's the problem? So
can you elaborate a little
Yeah,
for
I was
what
gonna-
type
I'm
of problem is?
I mean, it could be a numerous of things that it could be something that she may not understand. She can't help me with. I mean, because at the end of even though she's my wife, she know everything about me, but she can't help me with everything.
So are you saying that with
Yeah, go
are
ahead.
you saying that she can't help you with that because you think that, or did you go to her and she said I can't help you with that?
Well, no, it could just be I know
Your
she can't help
assumption.
me.
That's
with
your
it.
assumption.
That's your assumption, though.
Well, I feel like it could be something I know she can't help me with.
That's your assumption,
Well,
man.
listen. She can't help me
Now
with.
you're gonna tell him
She
how
can't
you
help
feel.
me with something she may have never been through,
But she can try that. Even if she may not be able to help,
or
you,
she
but
can be the problem.
I don't agree.
She can be the problem. So I'm not gonna say. I would say maybe 90%, but it may be something where I may have to go to somebody else. Maybe a male figure who have been through some things that she hasn't been through because she's not a man.
Okay, so
So
let me
let
say
me-
this. I'm not disputing that, all right? Because again, we had a conversation about us being females and keeping it within the group, right? As us being women. So I'm not disputing that. I do, however, feel that there is still no limits. There's no boundaries on what I should be able to talk to my husband about, regardless if he can't relate or not. Because there are a lot of things. I mean, let's be honest. Mother Nature kicks in monthly for women. You know, it's so much that comes along with that is not relatable. So when I see that he not relating, it's for me to communicate that with him and say, you know what, you don't understand. This is what's what with me. No, I can't pop my legs open right now because this is what's what with me. Like it's for me, for if he giving me that, it's for me to communicate what it is so that he can understand. But if I'm not in a safe space with him, he mad, I'm hurting, we going opposite direction. So in my opinion, I just feel like regardless
You heard what you just said?
what
Your opinion.
I'm just saying in
Your
my
opinion.
opinion.
That's what I'm saying. So that's your opinion. And my opinion, I'm saying no. That's
saying
how
no.
I
Yeah,
feel.
I mean,
He's saying
you
no.
said
This
the
is-
same
I mean,
thing.
I get what it. I get what L Boogie's saying,
So let
right?
me say-
But you still can go to your safe spot. You still can go to your safe spot, right? And say, you know, you might don't understand what I'm going through, but this is what I'm going through. Maybe, you know, I'm just, you know, I ain't nothing personal, whatever, but this is what it is. But you know, I got on my mind. I know you can't really handle this situation, but you know, I might holler or
So
your safe
we
spot
have
might give you that,
okay,
we
that,
have
that time to
experienced
say,
that. That's
Can I-
real.
well, you know what?
Yes.
You should
Can
have
I
a
now?
conversation with one of your brothers.
Can I now?
Yeah, you go.
Okay, so I'm going to, you know, I kind of agree with L Boogie in certain ways I know what it is that he's trying to say, and so absolutely, my husband should be my safe space. I know that just like everybody else here, there are things that I can talk to him about that I can't open up with everybody else about. I should be able to get naked with him and that, you know, I can tell him how I'm feeling. I might not be able to tell Tony B or Lady T how I'm feeling in a particular moment about it. Again, you may not be able to relate. Absolutely. But there are things and there are times that should not be my safe space. It may be something that you share with me and I'm having a certain feeling about it, right? It's not for him. So I don't want to. I shouldn't be able to. I don't feel like at that moment that he is who I should be discussing what you shared with me. And maybe I can discuss, oh, well, I'm feeling a certain kind of way about, but I just think that there are some points and sometimes that he's not the safest space for a particular situation. And we all have moments. I know we sitting up here on this panel and we telling our baby everything. But there are things that we all know that we don't share totally with him. There are things that you're going to come to your sister with. Because you don't feel like, even though this is supposed to be your safe space, you won't. It's there are those times. We all have them.
But I think
we were discussing this So here's a scenario. Because I know how some of us feel. I know how some of our men are, our brothers are. You riding down the street. You see an ex on, broke down on the side of the road. You decide, I'm going to stop and give him a hand. You know how your significant other feel about this person.
Or don't feel
about him. You feel safe. That's a safe space to come home and have that discussion. There are things. We all know that. And you maybe you are. And you're going to be on the porch.
But the thing about it,
I'm just saying that's just a little, I think that there are spaces. There are times when.
Point to make. Go ahead.
I believe that there are times where they're not the safest
I agree with
space.
you saying, but I don't. And maybe I'm looking at the question differently. Because if y'all tell me something in confidence, I'm not telling nobody's story because that's not my thing. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that's me. I think that's different than him being my safe space.
So there's a safe space. There's a safe space when it comes to your mental health.
Are you saying that whatever the person told you may have?
I mean, there's different spaces, safe spaces. So it's safe space when it comes to mental health. It's safe space about your well-being, like B said, your protection. It's all kinds of safe spaces. So it really depends on where you're applying it. So if you're talking about your mental health, then absolutely you should be able to, come wind down and say, this is how I'm feeling. These are the what's going in my head. This is what I experienced. You should be able to cry, laugh, whatever. Absolutely. But there are other things where safe spaces apply. And it's not always related to.
And then I know we got to wrap it up, but I'm just going to say, going to your example, I don't know which one of y'all said it now, where you said maybe ladies, he told you something, you feeling some kind of way. I think, or maybe I told you something, you feeling some kind of way, but I feel like you could go to him and you ain't got to divulge everything, but you could be like, something is weighing heavily on me. And then out of respect for, y'all, what y'all have, he not gonna press it and say, "Well, what is it, BG? That you, I need to know though. Yes, he is.
Right. That's what I wanted to say, Tony.
It's a way you can say, I just need you to.
I need to know because I'm your safe space and I need to help you out.
That part.
Nah.
When you know how somebody is going to respond to certain things in certain ways, then I think that sometimes you gotta take a step back and but. Yeah, you should be able to, he should be able to help you navigate through your emotions and things of that sort. But yeah.
Because again, too, and everything doesn't warrant conversation, even when you're in your safe space. So it don't necessarily mean that I got to verbalize. If I'm sitting here crying and I'm, you can look and I'm just feeling a certain type of way. It could be moments where it's like,
and
it's gonna be good. It don't always have to mean for me to say, this happened, or this, because sometimes you as an individual that you going through something, whether it's because of somebody else or because you're mental, sometimes you really don't know how to process what it is and be able to share that in your safe space, whether it's with your sisters, with your husband, or whomever that you feel like you got an open rapport with. So everything don't always want for me to speak it.
And I understand. The question was always. Should it always be? It wasn't, that's why I said there are times to me. There are times.
Okay.
And also, if just sitting here thinking, if we are always each other's safe space, always, why do people need counseling?
Well, as Tony B said, you have to get to that point. Mm-hmm. In my opinion,
I mean, but what
you have to get to that point to be able to understand.
But when you get to that point, why do people need counseling? I mean, because now you putting somebody, you getting advice from somebody, so that's why that safe space. Because
safe space could mean that just because we in each other's safe space. Him being my safe space is him even knowing what it is that I'm thinking and you done pissed me off. So it could be him, my safe space, looking at me saying, don't go there. And that could be safeness for me to mile it down. But that don't necessarily mean that I'm not a basket case inside because I had to maybe deal with death or my kids putting me through something or whatever life is throwing your way. I don't know if you can say therapy or counseling is not.
I mean, I'm just
because a lot of times your safe space, whether it's your male or female, they don't know what to say out their mouth.
Yeah, this for me right here, y'all, and I'm gonna wrap it up. I don't have a person that I can tell everything with that I trust with other than Tony B. I don't have nobody that I can do that with.
Well, and it's not about telling them everything either. That's not what you're doing.
Not even everything, but certain things, and it's just my opinion. Certain things you tell somebody, they may use it against you. I know, but one ain't gonna use nothing against me.
Your spouse can sometimes. I mean, what happens if your spouse don't become your spouse again? I mean, what happens if your spouse is not your spouse? They may try to. I mean, you three have been through things, or you've been in a previous relationship. Yeah, look, you all have been.
It's a joke, y'all. We laughing about something. Don't worry about that.
You all three have all been in a previous marriage.
Oh, the three of them. Oh.
And it could be something where your ex may have tried to use something because you thought that person that was your safe space, and they may use it against you. So you can't say.
And that's why.
That's just exchange you take.
Yeah,
and for me, people, I don't give a fuck. You can say whatever you need to say about me, whatever you know. Because again, I'm just not that vicious. The new seasoned me, I ain't rolling like that because I believe karma comes back in many ways. Absolutely. So I know a whole lot about people that, I feel like them wrong me relationship wise. But it ain't my story to tell. If you feel like you want to, say certain things about me, that's who I used to be. I'm not that person now. Mm-hmm. So up your butt.
And that's a good way to end it.
Yeah.
Not that person no more.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Not that person no more. All right.
That was a good one.
Well.
Yeah, well, that was definitely a good one, and I think I was only one on the panel that said no, and I'm sorry. And Tony B was on the fence as well. She was kind of she was on the fence. She was on the fence, and I think
going to or I'm gonna tell you. You
meet somebody, or you feel that open to
And if you notice the panel, who said yes and who said no.
What that supposed to mean?
All the exes, all the previously married. Let me leave that one alone with y'all.
That's why they in this. That's why they in the second.
They in red phone tonight.
If you like this show, this episode we just had, make sure you like, subscribe, and share to all the good looking people out there. And also, leave us some comments. What's your feedback? Do you think your person is your safe space?
Or should be on.
Or always should be your safe space? Or whatever the question was. Y'all know what it was. But just,
And can you have?
and can you...
If you could figure what.
Yeah, well, yeah, and try, and also definitely with that one.
We gonna
Leave
get a lot
comments.
of feedback on that one.
Leave comments on Lady T question, whatever that question was, or if you was happy when you was bad, and when you was bad, when you was sad and glad, and then now you're mad. Like
Or you work.
subscribe, and share.
Until next time, family.
Peace.
Peace.